So, it has been 8 long, grueling days that you have been experiencing the whole of the ship. From whichever part of life that you were living in, whatever world that you experienced, whatever life you used to had, is leagues behind you now. You have been captured and put into not chains, but in cells behind bars. Some of you were captured with more force than others, special treatment, and you all have been relatively fed quite well. There is actually even space in your cells for you to move around and find a place to rest. There is a blanket and a bucket for each of you. But your living conditions have not been good. You have been fed different types of foods consisting of gruel and corn and some dried meats. Nothing too substantial, but enough to make your bodies not suffer too terribly. You are valuable merchandise for whoever you are going to be sold to. But during those long days, you have had nothing to do other than eat, sleep, and perhaps talk to each other. So, how about we go down the list and introduce each other? Who would like to go first? Who are you and what have you been doing?
Lawson has just been alternating between sleeping, banging up against the cells, the bars of his cell, trying to escape, and just muttering to himself mad ramblings in the corner of his cell. Fighting any guard that gets too close. Or at least attempting to.
The guards do get relatively close to you guys. Making sure to check in on you and see how you guys are doing, relatively speaking, to make sure that you're eating and sleeping well, not getting sick. You are, again, at least valuable merchandise. Please describe who your character is and what they look like.
Right. Lawson is about 5 feet tall. So, tall for a goblin-ish, but not exceptionally tall in the grand scheme of things. In basically cowboy clothes. With a empty gun holster on his hip that you can assume that with the guards almost certainly confiscated.
You have been confiscated of any sort of tools and items and weaponry, but you've been allowed to keep your outfits, your clothes, and any sort of trinkets that they think that you would not be able to weaponize. I don't think the spellcaster is your arcane focus, and perhaps your material components would have been taken away and placed in some storage boxes on the same level as you guys, not too far away. Who would like to go next?
Nina would probably be being a dork with Gideon and playing like I Spy. Because there's nothing better to do.
What kind of again, please describe what your character looks like. And
Okay, she's a pretty tall woman. She's nearly 6 foot. She has long, wavy black hair, a huge set of black wings on her back, and a tail. Is there a channel I can put the picture of her in?
Yeah, the character sheet and info channel.
Okay.
This channel.
There's a picture.
Yeah, I really like that art. It's really cute. What is Gideon? Yeah, what sort of things have you guys been looking at? Or
Probably the same stuff.
with
Yeah.
I Spy.
Actively just getting slowly annoyed with each other as we're just all like, I see something brown. Is it the floor?
No, surprisingly, it's the bars this time. Why are they so fucking rusty?
Well, we are at sea. There's got to be a bunch of moisture in here. And then he kind of poofs up. He kind of pushes down his feathers a little bit on his head, get in, because it's like all the humidity is making it move. I don't even know. Do we have windows in our cells?
You're starting to look like you did when we were kids and you had the baby feathers. Very fluffy.
My down was my selling point, alright? It made me adorable.
Oh yeah, because you loved old women pinching your cheeks.
There are windows in this level of the ship, but not in any of your cells. And there is light shafts coming from the cracks in the floorboards above you, but those are your only sources of light. During nighttime, a guard will come down and will light a candle, just so your guys aren't in pitch black darkness. And there is a guard that regularly comes by. I think that's probably when I Spy really kicks off.
Yeah. Start seeing all the weird
I spy
symbols
something
on
jangling.
walls.
Is it keys? Shit. Hunter, or Hex, excuse me. How do you interact with these bird people?
You mean the other two?
Yes. Do you also join in I Spy?
No, he mainly stays to himself reading a book that he has and that he made sure to keep on him.
You are allowed to keep your effects, so you would be allowed to have your book, yeah. What is your character?
I am Hetz. I am an Azumo that is 5'11" with pure white wings. And I am wearing a old-fashioned pilot outfit. Hetz would be pretty much just reading the book and making sure he's just like catching up on all of it. And anytime one of the pirate guards would come down to light up the matches, he would make friendly conversation with them.
They may not necessarily make pleasant conversation with you, but they also wouldn't treat you dishearteningly. These aren't like heartless captors. These are just simply people that are doing their job for the most part, is what you can sort of tell. These aren't monsters, but they also have kidnapped you, so. Contra, would you please describe your character?
I am a very humanoid looking person. Standing about 6.5 feet tall. Probably spent majority of his time just kind of wearing fairly worn out clothes. Probably spent majority of his time, and very arms and legs are like varying colors. Some parts of his body have like fur, others pretty smooth. And probably spent most of his time either also playing I Spy or trying to like punch a hole through. Well, I like kind of like training, like punching a part of the boat.
If people caught you punching apart the boat, they would ask you to stop, and if necessary, they would come in and stop you by force. But if you were adamant on training yourself or whatnot, they would probably bring like broken scraps of stuff for you to like snap, or like metal to bend or something, just to something to keep you occupied.
Okay.
And how about you, Draco? Would you like to introduce your character for us?
There we go.
Zarthax, is it?
Yes.
Can't believe I got that.
You spelled it wrong the first time, but you said it completely right. Technically, there's an apostrophe somewhere.
Zarthax? Or Zarthax?
Technically, yes. Had a photo. So he is a elf, a blue-skinned elf with purple robes, white hair. He would my companion be with me?
I think your companion... I'm gonna say yes, but I think your companion is like in a locked container with you, like in the same cell.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna have fun stealing memories just randomly from guards.
I think actually after the first signs of any sort of shenanigans, they probably would have moved it out of the cell, and they would have moved again all of your guys' like personal effects and whatnot into some containers over here.
Is he screen sharing?
Yes. Oh, am I not? That's right.
No,
I forgot to start screen sharing
No.
again after.
I was confused.
Nope.
Yeah, I can barely see it on my screen, but there is 3 chests there.
Yeah.
Twitch said, silly.
I'm
Okay,
a
there
silly
we
guy.
go.
Apologies.
Clearly now the rain is gone.
So let's see. Let me. Where? I'm just gonna. Your little friend would be trapped in this little container.
Okay. Still not too bad.
Just sort of like a little, yeah, not too far. And yes, this would be where all of your guys' personal items would be, as well as the stairs leading up and out of here. And this is where the cards come down. They go to the back, and probably light a lantern every so often. Where is this? Oh, there it is. There. Yes. So your little familiar would not be allowed to remain with you because and I think they would try to convince you that they're putting it into special care, even though you can tell that they're just moving it over here.
Clearly.
Yes. They would not take it out of your eyesight for fear of angering you, but yes. You are led to believe that you are simply a passenger and not a prisoner.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Did you describe what your character looks like?
Yes.
Okay. Twitch, you are last. Would you like to describe your character for us? Is King there? Fox?
I apologize. He
Twitch
takes
said,
a moment.
Ye.
Oh, are you going to use the text-to-speech bot? Sorry.
Yes.
I will give you time to respond then. Would you like to describe your character, what they look like, and your sort of whole shindig? And you can either do it in the VC text chat or the TTS channel. In the meantime, while they're...
Twitch said, T-With is a 4 feet 9 grey rat whose head is encased in cheese, and if the guards have tried to get it off, they fin out they can't.
They would not have tried to remove the cheese from you. They would have assumed that is part of your attire, if anything. The last and final person that you guys are being locked up with is a very beautiful woman wearing basically a silk black gown and long black flowing hair. And she does not talk much, but when she does, she speaks in very soft, dulcet tones, and has introduced herself as Anasha. And there's a picture for you. But yes, that is everyone in their cells. Of the general activities that you guys have been up to, is there anything in particular you guys would like to have tried? Do you want to try and work on the cells? Would you like to pickpocket the guards or talk to anybody? This is basically the free time that I'm giving you of, like, in the week coming up to, basically where we are today. Are there any sort of downtime activities that you guys would like to do? Basically,
Lawson has definitely tried biting his way through the bars, almost certainly unsuccessfully.
Go ahead and make an attack roll with your bite attack if you have one. If not, go ahead and use just an unarmed strike then. Every so often when you guys are in a relatively safe spot, basically if we're not exploring dangerous terrain, such as if we're in a town or if you guys are camped, we will basically jump into downtime, which is, up to you guys how much time you want to spend at that place doing something or whatnot. But depending upon what it is that you'd like to do, we could do something such as crafting or buying and selling items and whatnot. You're obviously, because you are trapped here, your options are fairly limited, but if anybody would like to attempt to do something, and you can spend as much time as you would like on it.
Lawson got an 11 on his bite attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. And I will let you add your... trying to figure out if you're proficient with biting. Do you bite stuff often? Probably not.
Yeah. Fingers, yes, but not really, considering I mostly use my gun, and this is a very last resort.
Okay. So I think you probably would be just using your unarmed strike damage then, which I think is just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah, so my strength mod is +0, so that'll be just straight 1 damage.
Okay, yeah. You kind of just are gnawing on the bars, and I think the guards see you doing this and just don't even bother like telling you to stop or anything. They're just like, yeah, they're getting stir crazy. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Twitch said he would be creating a pile of rust gruel and any other disgusting things he could have gotten his hands on, smashing it into a paste-like substance and muttering to themselves.
Okay. Yeah, you can like scratch up some like different things or like collect some I mean, the whole of the ship is not particularly nasty. This isn't old. Whatever sort of mess that you guys have been making in this week's travel, I will leave up to you. But this isn't necessarily the dankest ship that you've ever been on. Not to say that it's particularly nice, but you really don't find a whole lot of nastiness in the wood or the bars around you. And the reason why the bars are this bronze color is because they actually are a type of metal that actually seems to be bronze in a sort of shining color. And if any of you have any sort of natural magic, when you try to use it on the metal, it instantly dissipates, as if neutralizing the effect, as if it is unable to have any magic cast upon it. Should I make a... Let me make a channel for dice roll. There you go. Just so we can keep the discussion channel clear if you guys want to talk about stuff behind the scenes. I am interested in your guys' annual tournament. What is it? I Spy. That was the...
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
So how many of you would be getting together to play this I Spy game, or is it just between you couple of friends?
I think we'd be instigating it, kind of like, what do you see now? I spy with my little eye something covered in algae.
Well, the nice thing is the two of you are sat across from each other on the hall, so you guys can talk with each other.
That's probably how it started off. We're kind of just sitting there looking at each other like, what do you think it is now? Nope, it's my claws, my toes.
We should really clean those.
He's just sitting there absent-mindedly, like carving like little pictures into the wood floor with his nails. Just his talons, just being like, I'll get to it.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
One of the guards
She wouldn't
walks
believe
past,
me.
is like, "Hey man, I have to clean the wood up once you guys are out of here. You mind making not too much of a mess? I'm sorry. Like, do you want some paper to write on, or like?"
I just lean to the side a little bit and let him see it's like a stick figure drawing that's a like says guard right above it, and then it says I'm stupid but misspelled.
STOOPID.
Exactly.
The guard
then
leaves.
I don't know if birds
Partially
stick their tongue out.
dejected, but also partly like, I'm not gonna even respond to that in any way.
Was he really trying to be accommodating when he's holding all of us prisoner?
I mean, you get the sense that these people are just doing their job. These people aren't the ones that captured you. They're just the crewmen for this ship.
They're still keeping us in the cages.
Yep. No, I'm not
People
saying
have
that
to
these
do
are
what
like
they
good
need to
people.
do.
I'm just saying that, you know.
As the guard leaves, I
Oh,
probably
no.
just feel like I'm leaving the worst review when I get out of here.
I don't know what y'all are here for. I'm on a cruise. Service is horrible.
Yeah.
Start- Starts
Zarthax,
clattering mug against the wall.
Zarthax, what sort of activities are you up to?
I'm looking for an activity director at this point.
The guards will come by and will give you, they will give
Just
you
give
a
him
bingo
crayons and
card.
paper.
They will give you a bingo card, of like some of the activities that will happen, like, the boat, hitting a bump or something, or someone saying a curse word. Just like random things that can happen while on a boat. And at the end of the day, one of the guards will come check on you and see if you get the bingo card. And if you do, then they will give you a cup of cider.
Sounds good to me. Maybe I
Excuse
can
me,
trick-
Garcon. I would like a cup of hard mead, please.
Did you get your bingo card?
You know, I had it here a second ago, and I could have sworn something took it.
Roll a deception check.
Use these are this one with like 3 extras.
Yeah. Deception. Nat 20.
I'll be like, I'm sorry. Someone must have taken your bingo card and not come back with your cider. I apologize for that. Let me go get it for you, and they will bring you a cup of hard cider. You
Thank
don't know
you,
how
sir.
they warmed it up, or do you want it warm or do you want it chilled?
Want it warm.
Okay, yeah, they warm it up for you. You don't know how they warm it up, and perhaps you don't want to know.
I really don't.
Okay.
I'll give him a wood chip that I've carved into like to look like a piece of like a coin or something, and just be like, here, buy yourself something nice.
Have you been doing this the entire journey? Have you like been making Gideon coins or something?
Yeah, I've just been progressively taking wood chips and carving them into things.
I think they've circulated enough that people are like, oh my goodness, I'm up to like 17 Gideon coins. I wonder what I can turn them in for. And one person's like, I hear if you get 20, he'll actually tell your future.
I'm not even kidding. Oh, I'll also be making little figures out of my old feathers, like my molt. I'll just be like sitting there making little stick figures out of them.
Give me a sleight of hand check for crafting those things.
Oh, she would have passed him some of her bigger feathers that she molted.
That's like a 7.
Okay. You don't necessarily have the correct tools for it. You are able to make these things, but they're not necessarily the nicest looking. Yeah, if you pass up any of your feathers to the crew members or the guards, they would absolutely love to like stick it in their clothing, like in their hat, or like adorn their different outfits with it. Yeah. Sailors are
Can
crazy
I
for
ask
things
one
like
of the
feathers.
one of the sailors, like, if you let us out, would you like to pet a griffin?
Well, we're gonna let you out just once we get to the mainland.
No, set us free.
Ooh, see, that's a hard bargain, because, I mean...
It's a griffin. You know how much money you can get for a griffin feather alone?
Oh, yeah, I certainly know. That's why we're gonna sell you.
Yeah, but...
He does have a point.
Look,
Got
Why
to
are
there,
you
bud.
selling us? We
I'll
haven't done
be
anything
perfectly
to you.
honest. And they would have, like, come to you first day, like, if you can give us a good reason, like a special offer as to why we would let you go, we'll take it. But, like, we're getting
I'm a
paid.
noble and my family will pay you.
We're getting paid 1,000 gold pieces for the lot of you. So, like each person of us is getting 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, but is that worth going to hell for?
Whoa there. Roll a religion check.
She's an Asimar.
Oh, is she?
Well, she's a griffin Asimar, so she can turn into a griffin.
Griffin Asimar. What?
That we already cleared it with you.
I was saying that you could use Asimar as the race because you are a griffin person.
That's what I said. She has a +2. Where is the fucking religion? I have nothing to religion.
Oh, weird. Alright. I mean, if you want to be like half griffin,
Nat
half
20.
Asimar,
That was
that's
a nat
fine.
20.
Gosh dang it! Are you guys really? Hey, now don't you go cursing with talk like that. You know we're on a boat, right? You know, talking about Davy Jones' locker and all that's nonsense. You don't talk about that sort of thing. We'll talk about this when we get on the mainland, but don't you be
Or
bringing any of
you
that
could
bad
free us
juju.
now,
If
and
you
I
talk
keep
about stuff like that,
bringing it
we'll
up.
all go down.
I could keep bringing it up.
Make an intimidation check. You have advantage.
19.
All right, like, what do you want? What do you want?
I want you to set us free.
I can't
Count
do
your
that.
losses.
I want to, but also I can't. Also, we're on a boat. Where would you go? You know,
Well, a few of us can fly.
There's no land for miles around. Yeah, I'll tell you what. All right, and you did not hear this from me, but when we're getting close, I'll come down and visit y'all, and maybe I'll just happen to drop a key, and you all can set yourselves free. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right.
You better keep up your deal or I'll eat you.
All right. Hey, I'll keep up my deal if you keep up your deal and stop talking about this bad juju nonsense.
Okay.
Can Lawson make a insight check?
Sure. Now we're playing D&D, folks.
Did you like threatening to eat him? Sparrow? Did you like that she threatened to eat him?
Who threatened to eat
Lawson
who?
got 15 on his insight.
Mina told him he better keep up his end of the deal or she'll eat him.
Okay. What did you get for your
Griffins eat
insight?
meat.
15.
This person is genuinely spooked. You can see them like doing like little hand gestures, probably relating to some, religion or whatnot. But yeah, these people are very, very suspicious when it comes to, and sailors typically are. They have all sorts of deities that they worship or rituals that they perform. Any sort of good luck is certainly not a bad thing on treks such as this. But yeah, this person genuinely seems like they will basically say whatever they need to keep you all in check.
So, unlikely to actually drop a key?
I didn't say that.
Alright.
This person was genuine about the actions and the words that they said.
Alright. just double checking. Continue.
Yeah.
Twitch said, "Bring me the food scraps."
Yes, they will bring you the food that you desire. Yes. Is anyone else wanting to say or do anything?
Me. Pretty much on day one, Hetz would like ask the person that's like giving food if he could have bread instead.
Also, they have been giving Gideon like nuts and fruits, right?
Yes. They've
Okay.
been providing you guys different types of foods depending upon your guys' diets.
How often do they clean the cells?
They don't clean the cells. They do not enter the cells that you guys are in.
I feel like for day one they would have brought me like some chicken, and it would just been Gideon screaming for like half an
No,
hour.
no. They would not have brought you any sort of fowl or birds to eat. They would have offered you some breads,
Parrots eat nuts.
perhaps
and
some
fruit.
other meats, but not bird. But they would have slowly but surely accumulated whatever sort of diet you sort of need. Nothing too fancy, some simple berries perhaps, but nothing.
I demand lobster. I'm kidding.
There's food from day one rotting in a corner with it. Could I make it not a poison?
I mean, yeah, if you have been like abstaining from part of your meals and letting it rot, yeah. Let's see, what would that make? A survival check, I feel that's the best sort of check for turning this stuff into some sort of poison. Yes, you guys have been
14.
14's pretty good, actually. I will say that you make a sort of nasty wad of junk that would probably deal about, I'll say 1d4 poison damage if you hit somebody with it. Similar to kind of like an acid splash. But you would have to toss it.
Weaponized salmonella.
Well, and throwing stuff is athletics. It's using strength. If you want to use dexterity, I will allow acrobatics. But usually, whenever you're throwing stuff, it's strength. So, athletics.
I thought throwing would be like dexterity.
No, it's actually, and this is the main rules. I will allow you guys to use dex, but the main rules say that throwing is using strength.
Twitch said, "It's ready." He laughs with his raspy voice.
Goodness.
It's ready. I'm next to Twitch.
Let's see, who is next to Twitch? Zarthos and Mina are next to Twitch. Oops. And Contra is across from him.
You know, Mina, when we're off the ship, I'm gonna eat that rat.
You don't eat meat.
I don't eat fowl.
I have never once seen you eat meat. You threw up when I offered you jerky when we were 10.
Have you tasted your jerky? Seriously.
I didn't make it.
There were things that thing wouldn't even eat it.
I did not make it.
There.
We both know my dad's a terrible cook.
Zarthos, how do you feel about the cell next to you getting stunk up by a rat figure that's been hoarding gunk in the corner? And again, guards would come by and like take your buckets of refuse and trash or whatever and dump them for you, but only if you offer them. Otherwise, you guys are allowed to live in your filth.
I mean, I'll just sit there and just cast prestidigitation on it occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of...
What do you just get rid of the nasty smell, or do you make it smell like something nice?
I will make it smell like baked buns, fresh baked buns.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you're gonna be like, I make it smell like
Twitch
sulfur,
said,
like my homeworld.
Twitch would yell at you when you do. Don't do that.
Can Mina have fucked with the guards on the first days and asked for a litter box? Like, just to fuck with them.
They would not give you a litter box. No. You have a bucket. If you need a...
She would have just done it to fuck with them.
They might have given you a cauldron if you have refused to leave your griffin form.
Question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared were they of the griffin form?
Not particularly. I mean, when you guys were
Christ.
brought down here, you guys were kind of knocked unconscious and probably like roped or chained up and then released. So, depending upon
Yeah,
if
but
your
I
griffin form
feel
is your
like-
base form.
Yeah, when she passes out, she takes she can take it voluntarily, but like if she's knocked out, she goes to the griffin form because that's her original form.
Gotcha.
Can I have Heads do something?
Yeah.
Pretty much, whenever they would come to like do the light or give him his food, he'd like to try to make friendly conversation and say like pry the person for information.
Okay.
I posted a picture of her griffin form.
Nice. I think go ahead and roll a persuasion check. Unless you would like to use a different skill check. Here's the thing, is that whenever you guys want to do something, I'm more than happy for you guys to decide what sort of skill check you want. Just depending upon what type of skill it is, you will get different sorts of information or success. So, like if you're trying to persuade someone or intimidate someone, you will get different results depending upon what you do. But yes, feel free to choose whatever sort of skill check. If you want to make just a general charisma check or whatnot.
Alright, I'll roll for persuasion. That is a 17.
Okay. Let's see. There's probably a regular guy that you talk up to. His name is Daniel. And he's probably on the older end of the spectrum where, he's got a bit of white in his hair. He looks like he's probably in some sort of a position of respect or power on the vessel. Perhaps maybe not the captain because he performs, manual labor or whatnot. But definitely looking on the way out as if this person perhaps even owns this vessel or, has some other position of respect. But they will come by ever so often and be like, hey, how's it going? Things doing all right for you in there, or any other problems?
I've been well, Daniel. It's nice to see you again. Is there something wrong with your leg? You have a bandage on it.
Oh, yeah, the rat person back there scratched me as I was walking past last night. Don't worry about me, nothing.
Oh, here, allow me. And he's gonna put his hand through and like touch his leg, and he's gonna use healing hands on him.
Yeah, I think he trusts you enough to allow you to do that. So you want to spend a point of healing, lay on hands to heal him?
Yeah, I'll do healing hands on him to heal up his leg real quick.
Oh, well, that's mighty kind of you. I appreciate that very much, sir.
You are most welcome.
Is there anything I can do to make your stay a bit more hospitable? I'll admit we had to retrofit the baby a little bit just to fit you all in here, but yeah, apologies if it's a bit cramped.
No, you guys gave me plenty of wing room, so I'm perfectly fine. Thank you.
Well, that's good to hear. Don't worry, you'll be seeing the sun soon, but yeah, only a few days.
That's nice to hear.
Okay.
Stay safe, Daniel.
You do, sir. Is that all you were trying to get out of that? Was just show that you could heal him?
No, pretty much. Whenever some of the times he would come, I would ask for like, what is the exact plan? Like, who am I gonna get sold to and all that.
Okay, yeah. You would be able to get that sort of information. Is that you guys are heading towards frick, I can't even remember what the you're heading towards a port town basically, where there will be some disembarking. They're going to do the main cargo first, and then when night falls, the private collector is going to come and look at all of you, and there's going to be a little bit of an auction, but more than certainly you guys will be sold off to individual people. And Daniel says, hopefully you'll find something that recognizes your talents and doesn't just put you in a glass cage.
I do hope so as well.
Alright. What about Contra? What have you been up to?
Probably been the majority of the time just either trying to like ask for a drink and also to pass the time, just singing some she shanties.
Okay.
Contra is next to me.
Contra is here. Yeah.
Whenever he tries to sing, Lawson is basically gonna tell him to shut up, but he doesn't really do anything if he continues. Just
I think
shut
Contra
up
is
and
twice
walk
the size
off.
of Lawson, isn't he?
Yeah, I think mine is like 6.5 feet tall.
Oh, okay, so not that much taller.
Yeah.
Never mind.
A foot taller, so not twice my size, but definitely significantly taller, and it wouldn't change anything anyway.
Okay. Contra's just
You know,
sitting over here like, yo ho. And Lawson's like, shut up! You're being loud and annoying!
The
Or,
one the Contra just like, he's like, as he comes up, he just detaches with his arm and smacks him to the bars.
you just reach it through the bars to swipe at him.
They continues on like there was a wood chip that put those two there.
Okay. Well, are there any other final things that anyone would like to do?
I'd like to see if I'm able to like fly a little within my, or at least Hubble.
I think if you try to spread out your wings, if you stand diagonally, you can spread out the tips fully. But if you try to flap, they will definitely kind of rub up against the edges of the walls. There's not really enough room in here for you to hover. Yeah, again, the cells are only 8 feet tall, and maybe about like 10 feet at their widest in the corners.
It would seem Plan A is going to be difficult this time around.
Anything else anyone would
Like
like to?
Gideon would have been fooling himself the entire time, just like, man, when we get off this cruise, remember never to book with this liner again.
Oh, definitely. Terrible room service.
I swear, I mean, the whole selling point was the deck access. We haven't even seen the outside. It's almost like they
We're
don't
not even
want
sure
it.
they have a deck.
I mean, so what kind of shoddy service is this? Seriously,
Where's the
Garcon.
pool we were promised?
As you guys are arguing, there's just like a deckhand that looks like he's not even older than 20, just sort of scrubbing the floor in between you guys, just like,
I will be right back.
I'm doing my best.
Sir, where is my room service? It's been like over like 20 minutes. This is ridiculous.
Well, what do you need? Like, I could probably get you something.
And last time my gruel showed up, it was burnt. Really? Really? The audacity. I want your manager.
I'm sorry, we were just trying to warm it up. I'll go get him. And Daniel comes down and is like, hey man, like, why are you giving the kid a hard time? This is his first time aboard vessel.
I've been down here quietly just humming to myself this entire time, sir. I think you need to have words with him because he's been lying to you.
Well then, I will see to it then.
You do that now, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to my silent reading, and he's just gonna keep reading the "I'm stupid" thing, like crossing his finger over it over and over again, just staring at him.
Do you want like a book or something?
But like, well, I did run out of TP a long time ago, so I mean, it might be useful.
Well, if you're gonna misuse it, then I'm not gonna give it to you.
You're just gonna hear a harumph, and then he's gonna roll onto his side.
Okay.
You're gonna hear like Tweety Bird noises, just.
Any final things anyone wants to do?
I'll ask for a book.
All right, yeah.
Straight up.
They will give you a book. There are 5 books that you have access to on this vessel in accordance to whatever you brought on. There is Zetiquette, the art of personal maintenance and affluential men, which is basically a how-to guide of a person, basically describing their ways of success and how to, personal hygiene, all that nonsense. There is a fantasy or fiction book called the Adventures of Sir Daring Darrington, which is a list of short stories of a person going on a bunch of adventures.
Fun!
There is a dictionary. There is
I'll be the nerd and take the dictionary because I'm bored.
All right, fair enough.
Learn how many more curse words I can throw at people.
The other 2 options is a minor spell book for like magic for dummies, but they've censored a lot of stuff. So you can't learn things like acid splash or anything.
Lawson is gonna quote unquote read that, but he's reading it upside down, and you are almost certain that he can't actually read.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I'll take that and try to see what fancy spells these guys came up with.
All of it is very primitive and stuff that you learned when you were still a pupa. None of it is very useful, and just reading over it, you realize how dumb these humanoids are.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm. In the last one is a journal by a previous tenant, apparently, where they were writing a bunch of stories. It's basically one of the previous passengers' fan fiction novel.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. There is some very spicy stuff in there.
Who is it by? That's a good question.
There is no signature or mark or anything of who the author is and who it's made by, but you can tell that it's a self-insert by someone named Johnny Stew.
Interesting.
Well, if that's all of the major events out of the way, one night Daniel comes down and he has a hard cider for everybody, and he says, "Well, here's a final toast to all of you. been relatively nice passengers for the majority of this journey, and, well, tomorrow morning, I think we'll be out of each other's hair for good. So, drink up, enjoy your last night aboard this vessel, and, well, when you see the sun tomorrow, that'll be it. We'll be in the clear. And I will let you guys sort of stew on that, have your drinks, and talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I run to the bathroom and refill my water.
Ah, man, I was gonna say something.
Alright, what were you gonna say?
I was basically gonna say, as Daniel gives Hetz his glass, he hands it back and says, "You, please enjoy it. I'm not really a cider guy."
Take it.
Neither you or the lady in the corner. And you guys would have noticed that Anasha has not been eating anything this entire journey.
Hetz would note that to himself, but not say anything about it.
She also doesn't look like she's able to accumulate any sort of debris. Like, she doesn't collect dust or anything. It's just kind of been sitting in her cell silently.
What is the mug the cider is in made of?
Probably wood.
No metal bands to keep it intact, like to keep it together.
No, it's solid wood, just sort of carved out.
All right. Lawson just takes it and then chugs
Good
it
question,
down in
though.
one gulp.
I do like the way that you're thinking. Go ahead and take an egg point.
Thanks.
That's creative freedom. Thinking.
Twitch
as well.
said, "If you're not going to eat it, then throw it to me," Twitch says to the girl.
They have not been bringing food or drink to her. She has denied it the first day, and people keep coming back and like checking on her, and she refuses to initiate with anybody. But I will be right back.
If I take, oh,
Hetz will look to his left. Who's the one right next to him? Hetz is in the bottom right. Who's the one right next to him?
That would be me.
Hetz would like to look at you. May I ask what you are doing in here?
Two things. First, out of character, is there any way to possibly turn that music off?
Just slow it down.
You can mute it.
Oh yeah, you can turn down the music bot or mute it, just like anybody else in this PC. You can adjust
You
their
just have
levels.
to right click it, the music bot. Look at your option to mute yourself.
And then second, this one is in character. Lawson looks at you and says, shrugs his shoulder and says, "I don't know. Could be a variety of things. Taking out a lot of bounties. Or it could just be that some sicko's got a thing for goblins. And he doesn't really have any way of knowing."
Ah, my mistake for asking. Here, a little gift, and he's gonna like give you some of the bread he has left over.
Lawson is gonna look at it and then just gobble it up like a raw animal. Like an animal.
Ah, you must be a hungry one. Are they not feeding you?
They've been feeding him. He's just... Definitely a couple... Not far from feral at any given moment. as most goblins tend to be.
They've also not been feeding you guys exorbitantly well. They have been very much rationing you guys. They've probably been giving you maybe 2 meals a day. And even those are pretty sparse.
Can I check the mug? Like, I'm suspicious of this drink.
Oh, yeah.
I had to spend a bingo point to get my own hard cider. How is he just handing it out now?
I mean, like you said, this is your last night aboard ship. But yeah, go ahead and roll a survival check, I think, for trying to investigate it.
Dang it, I got a 4.
You just kind of sniff at it, and it smells like cider.
As he walks away, I'm gonna pour a little bit in my chamber pot just to like, no.
He's like, oh, hey, if you're just gonna waste that, I'll take it back.
Oh, I said when he was walking away. I was doing it behind his back. How'd he hear?
Because
Got, like,
you
super
heard
good.
you piddle it into the chamber pot.
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Ah, never mind, my mistake then.
Good cider though. No taste.
Lawson is gonna look around. But as soon as the guy goes back above deck, he's like, alright, how are we gonna get out of here?
Did
I do
any
have
of the
a
guards
plan on
drop
how to
that
get
key?
me out, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to help any of you.
Question, Twitch. How long are your fingernails?
Twitch said, who talking to me?
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Asking how long are your fingernails?
Is it a ghost or are you ghost?
Lost. Oh, this is in character?
Yes.
Lawson face palms and shakes his head and says, I'm not a ghost. Just thinking about how we can possibly escape. Now, answer the question. How long are your fingernails?
Cake, I don't like it too sweet. Who escape?
We need to escape. Now then, I've got a plan, but
I don't know you.
I don't know you either. However, we both know that if we don't escape now, we are all in deep trouble, and I think we would all prefer not to be be there. Now then, just answer the question. How long are your fingernails?
Whose fingernails?
Twitches. because I figure if anyone has long fingernails, it'll
No,
be
you
Twitch.
answer the question, where the food?
I don't control the food.
I'd like for Heads to investigate the lock.
Sure.
Do we have a rogue?
I mean, rogues aren't specifically better at picking locks than anybody.
It's still a good question.
I'm a fighter.
How are you at picking locks?
Me personally. I
That
feel
is
like
a
asking
nat
questions.
20 for 21.
Okay. You look at this lock, and you get the idea that there's actually no internal workings. There's no like tumbler system or anything. You think that, you know, there isn't like any sort of turnstile thing or anything. And you've tested this lock. You've tested the doors or whatnot. This lock is definitely in place, but you think that this might actually be a magical lock. As in, the physical key has to be present, and that is the only way to open this lock. You cannot like stick anything in there and fiddle around because there's no inner workings to mess with.
He's gonna keep it
You've
to
had
himself.
experience with these. You've looked at this kind of lock
Twitch
before.
said, then how does the key open it?
Magic?
Yes, it's a magic that it's like having a thumbprint basically that like you have to
And
bring this
Heads
specific.
is gonna keep this information to himself.
Oh, okay, nice.
And he will sit down and wait.
All right.
Oh, I just realized I should have done perception so I could get a plus 24 instead of the 21.
Listen here, bub, give me food, then you can talk.
I will say that
Can I offer him some of my rations that I still have?
yes, that's what I was gonna say. Because you guys know each other well enough, I think that Twitch is a character that you cannot communicate or make bargains with unless you offer them food. And you guys would have, again, with the like wooden currency that you guys have begun to circulate, I'm sure that you guys have found ways to communicate with each other and, you know, hold on to your rations in order for moments such as this. So I will say that you could have had the foresight to hold on to some food in order to make a deal with Twitch if you would like to do so.
With
No, she
what
just doesn't eat
rations I
bread.
had
And
left.
he was gonna give him her bread.
With what rations
If
I had
you don't
left,
eat
I
bread,
gave it
they
to
would
the
not have
goblin
offered
beside
you
me.
bread.
She would have asked for it anyways.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Are you the type of
She's
person that
being as
orders a
much of a
sandwich
nuisance
just to
as
pick
she
it
can.
apart?
No, she's
Okay.
just being as much of a nuisance as she can.
Alright, fair enough. I'll say this. There was a toothpick in your sandwich. To hold it together.
Oh yeah, she would have definitely picked a sandwich apart and just eaten the meat.
Okay. And I forget his name. What was the lowly hire? Daniel was an older gentleman. Did I give a name to the lowly hire?
You did not.
No,
Okay.
you just said he was in the middle of them.
Yeah.
His name is Thomas. Thomas would come by and pick up your chamber parts and see that there's still a bunch of decently good food in there that you just dumped in, and he's like, I could have eaten that. And just like really, really sad and somber. Like,
Yeah, and we could all be at home right now. That looks like nobody's getting what they want.
Wait, is Thomas
I'm
the
doing
one with
my
the most
best.
sneak bucks at this point?
Thomas's catchphrase is "I'm doing my best." That is the type of character that Thomas is, as he comes in, just a full sad sack character. just
Can
like-
she, like, when he turns his back, can she turn into her griffin form and then jump against the bars?
Sure. Make a mean check. Make
A what?
Make a scare check. Make a
Intimidation?
Intimidation.
make a bullying check.
That's
Vibe
only
check.
a 14. Do I get advantage since she's a griffin?
No, that is good enough. He does
It was a
fall to
good
the
puzzle.
ground, and he drops the pail, and it dumps the mess, and he's like, "Oh, I
I
just
throw
fell
some-
in it."
I throw some of the wad at him.
He slowly starts picking up all the stuff with his hands, and he's crying.
Can I throw some? of
Can
the
I
rotten
slip
food
him
pile?
another beak buck and just be like, there, don't worry, buddy, you'll get there someday.
He sniffs and stands up, and he says, "I don't need your pity. I came here to do
Well,
this
fine, give me
job
back my
because I'm
coin
my
then."
own man. I can do this."
Twitch
Mm.
said. Twitch want to throw food at him.
Oh,
Can she paw at him through the bars?
you just stay there, okay? And
Oh darn, and we had that 7 o'clock dinner date today. I guess we can't go since the little man decided to tell us what to do.
all right, knock it off, okay? Like, I get
She's
it.
gonna turn back. And she's like, did you just hit puberty? Your voice cracks like 8 times now.
Shut up! Shut up! Look, you guys might be in cages, but some of us have it worse here, okay? Like, we're all prisoners
don't
on
you
this boat
leave?
until we get back to land.
You know, if you could unlock this, we could help you.
I don't deal with terrorists. And he marches
How
out
am
of
I
there.
a terrorist?
You're terrorizing people.
You did just do some chemical weapons on him, technically.
That wasn't me. That was the Rat Man.
Wait. Did you actually want to throw the poisonous food at him?
He said he was
Yes.
gonna throw a piece of it.
Mm.
I just thought you were tossing like random scraps and bits. Do you actually want to toss the poison ball at him?
Of course.
Oh, come on. He's just a kid.
Roll an athletics check. Or acrobatics if you'd prefer dexterity.
Build character.
Shit.
And what'd you get?
5.
This is versus his unarmored AC.
He says he got a 5.
Oh, a 5? Yeah, no. It does splash. It does get on the ground, and he does have to clean it up, but it doesn't hit him specifically. It does. I will say that it does half damage because it does get on his hands. So go ahead and roll 1d4.
So it can be anywhere from 2 to 1 damage, right?
Plus your proficiency, which I believe is 2 at starting level.
So 2. Because it would be 3, but half would be 2.
Gotcha. Yes, I will always round up in favor of you guys, or round down if you are taking damage. I will always round in your guys' favor. Yes, he does get it on his hands, and he's like, "Don't even have a place to wash my hands."
Just a little gift from me to you.
Sorry, it's just this is the first time that you're talking in the session. I was not expecting like a Yoda voice from this character. Special gift from me to you. Sorry, I'm not trying to pick on you. Just was not expecting that voice.
Will get poisoned, you will.
He just
Right,
looks at the
just eat.
cheese head and just walks on. I like to imagine that, like, when you're whispering, like, you can hear the voice coming from all the different holes in the cheese, like a cacophony of voices, and it's very eerie. Thomas leaves, dejected and poisoned.
Spread.
Lawson looks around. So, anyone's got a plan?
As I said, I do have a plan to get out, but I'm not sure if it will work.
It's better than nothing. Go ahead and explain it.
No. Simply close your eyes when I say do it.
My eyes are always closed. I can't see.
I planted
Perfect.
a bomb in that man's leg.
There's a random bomb in your house.
Every
What's your
single
spell?
time I've been healing someone's wound, I've been slipping a small explosive device before sealing the wound.
Yeah, that's my master plan. I've been slipping bombs into everyone.
Man, I don't know.
Just need to wait.
For the first time in this entire trip, Anasha will stand up and walk towards the bars and say, "Do you have a plan?"
Yes. As if it works, I'm not sure.
A plan of escape for you or for all of us?
If I'm honest, I'm mainly looking for me to get out. But if it's possible,
She
I do not
narrows
mind
her
helping
eyes
the
and
rest of
steps
you.
back. Are there any other final things you guys would like to do during the night?
I got a question for you.
Yes.
No magic stone is typically pebbles and stuff, but would I be able to imbue like the wood coins that I've been making?
Yeah. Any sort of like small object you can imbue magic stone, yes.
Alright. That's probably what I'll be doing. I'll just be making little like 3 coins, just imbuing them.
Alright.
Just like open the gate. There you go.
Lawson is gonna just continue trying to bite through the cells, like the cell bars.
Okay. Daniel had already come down and lit the nighttime torch when he gave you the drinks. So that's sort of the symbol for getting your evening sleep. So if anybody would like to take their long rest now, they may do so. If any of you would like to stay up during the night, you may do so, but it will cost you a point of exhaustion.
Lawson is just gonna rest.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
I will stay up.
Okay.
That's a little
If you guys
nervy.
would like to do shifts, you may.
Yes, I have a plan.
Man, you
like-
want the first shift?
I do.
Alrighty. During the first hour, what would you like to do?
I take any feathers that I've molted off of the griffin.
If any are nearby, I feel as though she's been very cautious with her feathers, and any that molted she would hand out to the crew, unless you have asked for some, of course. I will leave that up for her to decide, but I believe there are no simply just loose and lying around. Yes,
see.
you may use your passive perception while you do something this hour, or you can make an active perception check.
Sure. Let's make an active perception check. I should change my dice. Too many holes to look out. 8.
And if you ever roller than your passive, or if you ever roll lower than your passive perception, you may instead choose to use your passive.
Do I even see anything with the 14?
You will hear the nighttime sounds as people start to wind down. There's definitely a lot less commotion. There's less discussion. You can hear the creaks of the boards above you as people are sorting through some things, getting some final checks in order. And then eventually some people start to lay down in cots. You hear like the grunts and sighs of people starting to doze off. Who would like to take the second watch?
Lawson will.
Okay. Lawson, what would you like to do for your hour?
Just try and bite his way through. Just try and bite through the bars.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another unarmed strike. You will have advantage because you've been doing this consistently.
Eight and 9.
Alright, go ahead and roll your unarmed damage, I think, which is just once. Yeah, you just kind of keep gnawing at the bars, not really making a whole lot of progress. What is your passive perception?
14.
Okay. You would also kind of hear the sounds of, well, mostly the lack of sound, the lack of conversation. You do still hear the sound of waves and the gentle flapping of the sails, but not a whole lot of commotion. Who would like to take the third hour?
Take the next hour.
Alrighty. What would you like to do during your shift?
I think I'll just maybe walk around, maybe keep singing some sea shanties and some of the scraps they gave me to train, like whittle away like the wall of my cell.
Would you like to make a performance check for your singing? Do you want to make a strength check on the bending of the bars or anything?
I'll do both. Performance, it was natural 1 for total 2.
Okay. You actually wake up everyone else down here that was sleeping as you are like raising your voice aloud, and you actually hear people above to be like, someone go get them to quiet down the guy or whatever.
Insert angry griffin noises.
Pets would be like clapping his hands. You're doing your best.
And what else were you doing besides singing?
I try to like whittle away with some of the scraps they gave me. Try to whittle away like one of the planks to the side of my cell.
Okay. Yeah, I think a guy does come down and is like, hey, knock it off. We're all trying to sleep around here.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Try to practice, you know.
And he's doing great.
Yeah, I know you're anxious to get out of here. We all are. No, just one more night. Who would like to take fourth watch?
Sure, I will.
Alrighty. What would you like to do for your watch?
I will continue to keep an eye out, but I'm going to continue to read my book and see and start correcting errors with my dictionary in the copy of Magic for Dummies.
Which you have your own personal book?
No, I'm just saying. Remember the Magic for Dummies book?
Oh, gotcha. They would have let you have one book.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit there and start correcting it.
Okay. What are you writing with?
I wonder. One moment. Hold on.
If you want to like take some wood scraps and turn it into charcoal or something, you could probably do that. I was just like,
No, you don't understand. I forgot prestidigitation can clean or dirty something.
ooh, okay. So yeah, you could definitely write with your fingertip in like charcoal or something.
Yeah, that's the kind of idea I was thinking it was.
Okay. Roll me sleight of hand. Let's see how good your penmanship is.
That is a 17.
Okay, yeah, you are able to white out and properly write in some stuff to make this a much more useful book. You think that if you could resale this book, that its value has gone up to about 15 gold pieces.
Wonderful. Maybe some humanoid can finally learn how to cast magic around here.
All right.
Wait,
Who would like to take fifth watch? Wait, no, you just did fifth watch, right? It's sixth watch now, right?
Fourth watch.
Okay.
Technically, the fourth watch was the last one.
Oh, I was doing 1 hour each, unless you guys would like to do 2 hours.
So,
If we want to do 2 hours, that's fine. We can move on from this. I just want, because we perfectly had 8 people, I was going to give everyone an opportunity to try and do a little final thing.
Oh, I forgot we had 8 people. Never mind. That makes sense now, sorry.
Who would like to take sixth watch? Or fifth watch, excuse me. I'm all turned around now. Mina, Gideon, or Hex?
Yeah,
I plan on taking the last one.
Okay. We could say that Anasha takes fifth watch. Who would like to do sixth?
Yo.
Alright. Gideon, what would you like to do during your hour?
I'm gonna be taking some wood splinters from the floor, like a good 4-inch piece, just prying it up, and then just kind of crafting it into what looks like a feather, and then imbuing it with that magic stone.
Alright, give me a
Get
sleight
myself
of hand
a good
check.
free.
Sleight of hand is just the generic crafting check.
Yippers. Let me see. $23, not 20.
Nice, yeah. You make a very realistic looking feather.
Do I have to do it 2 more times for all 3?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I got one that looks good. Let's go. I got a 10 on that one.
No, I meant you are able to make 3 more feathers that are also
Oh.
beautiful.
Oh, bueno. All right, yeah. There you go. I'll be doing that and kind of just like fidgeting with them.
Okay. Mina, would you like to go 7th so that Hex can go last?
Sure.
All right. What would you like to do with your hour?
She probably just preens herself.
Alrighty. Would you like to give me a perception check?
Sure.
All right.
That is a 21.
When you wake up, you notice that there is a new stain in your cell. And after a moment of observing, you realize that it is dripping from above.
So someone spilled something up there?
Yeah.
What color is it?
It's hard to tell in this light. It's very dark. It's a very viscous fluid.
Do griffins have dark vision?
Even if you did, you wouldn't be able to see the color.
But what does it smell like?
How about you give me a survival check?
$14?
It smells like blood.
Oh, well, this isn't good.
And you hear very soft scratching sounds above you.
Hey, guys?
Do you want to wake everyone up?
Yeah.
Lawson just stares and says, "What do you want?"
There's blood in my cell.
Lawson just suddenly shoots up. What?
It's dripping from the ceiling.
That's not good. He then
Is it
starts
possible
banging the
someone was
cup against.
injured?
He then starts banging the cup against. Actually, no, not. He then tries to wake everyone else up without alerting the person above.
Yeah, you guys can do that.
I'm gonna throw a stale piece of bread at Gideon.
While Hetz was sleeping, he's just like covering his body with his wings like a cocoon.
Gideon! Is Gideon still here?
I think he might be AFK. Or maybe he's just in a really
Yeah,
deep
I'm
sleep.
here. I'm here.
Well, I threw
couldn't get him
stale
muted.
bread at you.
Just gonna roll over and just stare at you. Just be like, what?
There's blood dripping into my cell. From the
Did you
ceiling.
drop your
Thump.
cider again? Just can't get ahead of what you were saying.
No. It's blood. It's dripping from the ceiling.
Just gonna kind of shoot up and stare over and be like, well, that can't be a good sign.
Thomas's body falls down and cracks and knocks over the cage that this little creature is in.
Oh shit.
Tomas, no.
Thomas crawls his way over to the cell and I think just slides the key underneath the bars.
She'll take the
To
key
who?
and unlock it and like pass it to the next person over and go out to Thomas.
Okay. Who do you pass it to?
Hetz is still
She
sleeping.
passes it over to the next cell over.
Okay, so you guys just pass it around?
Yeah.
Alright. So that you guys can do that easily enough.
Which is
Please
still
tell me one of
sleeping.
you is a healer.
Hetz is asleep, so he doesn't open his.
Fair enough.
Same with Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like you're woken me up.
Zarthas, your little companion is free.
Oh,
I'm
wonderful.
gonna go look in the storage area because you said it's on the same floor as us and try and find a healing potion for Thomas.
As you try to walk past Thomas, he says, I'm sorry. And he's just like kind of clutching onto your ankle, and then his grip loosens and lets you go.
Lawson is going to try and stealth his way past the stairs, trying extra hard to not be noticed to try and get to his weapons.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
I'll move up to the captain, try to look at his injuries. Let's see what happened to him.
That's not the captain.
I'm not captain, but Thomas.
He has been stabbed.
Lawson said
13.
R1D20 plus 3.
Sorry, wrong thing. My bad. Got a 13 for stealth though.
Okay. You sneak your way up, everyone else kind of making more sounds around you, allowing your sounds to be hidden quite well.
Do you want me to roll investigation since I'm looking for a healing potion?
Yeah. You guys find all of your stuff. So all of your equipment is oops.
Sweet. Lawson is going to just take his gun and just aim it at the stairs, prepared to shoot whoever comes down.
16.
There are no healing items in this stuff. This is all of your guys' equipment and personal effects. Sorry, what did you get for what you were doing, Lawson?
13 for stealth, and then I am just going to aim my gun at up the stairs, prepared to shoot whoever comes down.
Okay. Yeah, if you just want to hold your action with your gun drawn, you can do so.
Right.
Oh shoot, I forgot to change the sound.
I'm going to... Does the, I'm gonna get my things real quickly and see if I can at least partially patch up his wounds. Thomas, yeah.
You just want to make a general medicine check? What would you like to do?
Just looking at stabbed, I'll try like a piece of cloth like from my clothes and try like pack the wound, try to like stop it from bleeding out.
Okay.
You got 12.
You start fiddling with his body, and
Can I also do a medicine check?
you realize partway through that he stopped leaking blood, even without your assistance.
Like, you're still alive?
No,
Wait, did he run out of blood?
he ran out of blood.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna kneel down and just slip like my final wooden coin into his pocket. Just for, like, he was one away from the 20.
Now I'm gonna get him for one of his, like, well, 2 of his coins.
Wait, what happened?
He wants to
I
put
was
2
like,
coins on his eyes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll put the two remaining that he needed for the 20 on his eyes.
As everyone's making so much noise, Hetz wakes up and just looks over at them. Should I ask what happened?
Someone killed the kid.
Anasha is there to open your cell for you. If you want to get out, Hex.
My thanks, and he'll walk out.
She won't say anything to you.
I'm gonna get my stuff.
And I'm gonna go over towards the dead body.
Okay.
I like this one. He's sad that he's dead. And Hetz is gonna like look at his hand. If only I had waken up, I might have been able to do something. So I'm not the best at healing people.
What class are you, by the way?
I'm a homebrew class.
Oh.
But he is an ASMR. A purebred. Not one of you filthy mudbloods. No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't saying that, Hetz is gonna just walk past all of them till the box is to grab his equipment.
Okay, yeah, you can do so.
He's not even gonna be stealthy or anything, he's just walking past.
Okay.
Excuse me, you mind if I zest? And he reaches in. And is everything that I had on me in here?
Yes.
Okay. And he's gonna put his book back in his bag. Safe and sound. And he's gonna pull out his scimitar. I'm surprised they didn't keep this. And then he's just gonna look at everyone else. So, what's the plan?
Kill whoever killed the kid.
Fair enough. And
Well,
Hetz is gonna walk up the stairs.
Sounds like a plan to me. And then he's gonna follow him.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll go up the
put my
stairs.
longsword and follow him.
Before I go up, is there anything on Tomas that we can use?
No, he only had the key.
Damn it. Alright.
You're looting
Just
his
gonna
body
gather
now?
my gear.
Wait,
Hey,
he does have 2
He
coins
got
on
his
him.
getting. Oh, he has those 2 coins? No.
Yeah.
That's my payment.
Someone took his other coins.
Son of a bitch, I knew starting this lottery was gonna be a bad idea.
Why'd you do it?
Boredom,
Gotta
it's
kill
been
him.
2 weeks.
Wait, what happened to the griffin mini?
Didn't you go up?
He switched it to where you were human so you could fit into that tiny spot. He'll switch you back once
Oh.
we get into a bigger
I
area.
assume you turned humanoid to open the trunks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else going up the stairs?
And she
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna gather
smashes
my
the
gear
damn
and
boxes.
head up.
Gather the companion and gear, head up too.
Alrighty.
We'll also
Anosh will
head up.
stop by Contra and just sort of eye you. Are you doing anything else with the body? Do you want to like try and suck some of his blood to get some temp HP?
Spooky. Do it. Do it. You should totally do it.
Do it.
Good Cheryl for that.
It would be false life. If you don't have access to it, we can just here. I will roll some dice. There is not much on him, so you only get 5 temp HP.
Nice. That's fine. There you go.
All right. Everyone goes up the stairs and does
Nice.
not investigate the storeroom or
Yeah,
the secret locked vault door.
I will sleep off this battle.
Yeah, you're right. We don't. Moving on.
Okay.
Oh god, we've all combined to make the ultimate life form.
Yes.
Shadow?
Contra
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Getting-
Shadow, but he can fly.
He can't play.
Wait, he can fly?
Chaos emeralds.
Crawl on walls.
What kind of power is that?
You guys enter up into the middle chamber. Next to you is another set of stairs that leads up into the dark sky above. You assume that there might be a little bit of moonlight, but not much. There is mostly the lights inside the ship that are illuminating this vessel more than anything else. Inside this chamber is the access for the lift where the cargo is mostly stored. Sort of shoved up to the sides are the beds for the other crewmates. And you can see that there are several bodies, almost all of them are filled, and all of them have slit throats.
Hetz is gonna see if he can
That's
find
not good.
He's gonna see if he can find Daniel, the one he was talking to.
Daniel is not here.
Well,
Oh, thank God.
So are there personal effects of the crew around here?
No, all of their items have also been removed from them.
well,
Hetz is gonna
There is the
set
generic
slit
cargo if
throat.
you would like to investigate, but it's mostly stuff like extra wood for repairs, the food rations, which are mostly gone, and some other fine bits and bobs, which you can see some of the chests have also been opened and looted.
But you said there's what that I can investigate?
Chests and boxes, crates and things.
Yeah. If I could take a quick second to look through those real fast.
And I'd like to do a perception check on the slit throat wound to see if like it was a professional or like they were messing up.
Oh yeah,
Like-
go ahead. Give me whatever sort of skill check you'd like for that.
So do you want me to do perception or investigation?
Depending
That
upon
is-
which skill check you use, I will yield you different information. I will say
That
that
is-
generally, perception is glancing around, gaining large information from a larger area. Meanwhile, investigation will yield you more personal information for specific types of objects.
I'm gonna
So,
do an
do you want to
investigation on
investigate
those.
one chest, or do you want to perceive all of the cargo?
I'm gonna perceive it.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to perceive all the stab wounds.
All right.
Oh, damn it.
And I got a
I crit
18.
failed.
What did you get, Hex?
18. 14 plus 4.
You can see that all of these slit throats are all uniform, all the same. There was no struggle. These were all done in their sleep. This was professionally done. Leading you to wonder what happened to Thomas and why he was stabbed. Perhaps he was getting up to sneak down to give you guys the key like he promised.
This is just making me ask more questions than anything.
Lawson is just gonna look around, take it, and say, and then whisper, nothing left here, and just sneak up. Trying his best to not be seen.
Where, up the stairs?
Yep.
Okay. By the way, these are cannons. If you guys want to
Good to know.
investigate those. You can also see that there is an armory over here.
I'm gonna go to the armory.
Okay.
No.
It looks as though the lock
punch it
has
down,
been
move it.
purposely smashed. So using the key that you guys have, you will be unable to open it.
Is it the same kind of lock as the one we were kept in?
Correct.
Seems the armory's off limits then.
Unless you can find a way to force
Go
entry.
into
It does look as though it was
I'm-
purposely sabotaged. Like, someone who knew what kind of lock this was damaged it in such a way that it couldn't be opened magically.
An inside man, maybe? I'm gonna see if I can, like, attempt to pick lock at all.
Alright, give me whatever skill check you would like. Probably sleight of hand with disadvantage.
If you have consistency with it, but it is smashed, so... Alright, time to pull out the thieves' tools and see if I get lucky.
Go for it.
Okay,
Is
you
anyone
said
else doing
disadvantage?
anything?
First one is a 17. Second one is a 15.
Yeah, you wiggle your thieves' tools inside the lock to no avail.
Concho would like to, I'm gonna drag out one of the cannons, point
Okay.
toward the armory.
Oh. I
someone
like that
doesn't want to
idea
be
a lot.
stealthy.
Go ahead and take an inspiration for that.
I'm gonna move out of the way and
I got loaded
I'm
up
gonna
and
I'm gonna try to help him.
are there getting like lanterns nearby so I can just grab it and light it?
Yes, it is already loaded and ready to be used.
Like look
Yes,
like a
please
lantern,
move me
try
out
to
of the
break it
way.
open and use it for light.
And I'm gonna try to aim it at a right angle right at the lock so we can bust it open.
All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage for this, because this isn't you guys rolling damage for it. I also don't think you can necessarily miss, but you guys working together are careful. And this thing was already loaded, so.
Well, whoever did this is gonna know we're free after this.
Yeah, what did you get for that stealth check again, Lawson?
I forgot to roll that. Let me do that now. Oh, 20. Daddy 20, but...
Alright, yeah, you begin sneaking up the stairs as you hear them just like groaning, dragging this thing. And yeah, boom! The door just burst down. It's destroyed. Who else is doing anything?
Pets, we're going.
Also, by the way, this area here with the four corners is the lift access, so that there is a crane that comes down and pulls cargo out of the hold. Just
Oh, I know what you mean.
yeah, just context information. If you guys want it, just so you know. Is anyone else
walking
doing
to-
anything?
I will be stepping over the pile that we left behind of the door and just going in to see what they have in the armory.
Okay.
Are those cannons?
Yes.
They are
just,
cannons.
They just used a cannon to blow open the armory.
And as for what I'm gonna look, I'm gonna see if I could spot any magical items.
Give me a perception check then.
Alright.
Looking around, you guys
That
can
is
see...
a nat 20 for 24.
Are you kidding me?
No.
First of all, there is access to every sort of martial weapon, and every simple weapon. No versatile weapons, though.
Any arrows?
There is 40 arrows.
I'll take those.
And there's 50 crossbow bolts.
I only use arrows, so I'll just take the arrows.
Okay.
You said 40, right?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, that makes me up to 55.
Okay.
And anything on the magical weapon?
Just to
Nothing
really
magical?
quickly sort of sum everything up, there is 3 sets of scale mail, 1 set of half plate, and 1 set of studded leather. As for magic items, you don't really see anything that has any sort of hue or magical glow or anything, but you do notice that there is another locked chest that if you were to, throw another cannonball at, you think it would destroy the chest.
Can I use the key?
This key that works on your cells does not open this lock.
Can I see if I could pick lock this one, unlike the other one?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pick lock it.
Okay, go for it.
That is sleight of hand, correct?
Yes.
Okay, game, give me something good, please.
No natural 20s.
Will a 19 do?
No.
Well, it's not a nat 20.
He's
You
not wrong.
open the door, and in doing so, you hear a
Why do I feel like
fuse.
I'm about to die?
As you pull the door open, you hear it like a chunk, as if there was a wire attached to the door.
Grenade.
And you hear something
gonna-
start to hiss.
Can I quickly set it like pick up this chest and like run?
If you want to pick up the whole chest, give me a strength check. Actually, give me an athletics check since you're also trying to run with it.
Ooh, that's actually good. I got good athletics. That's a 17.
All right. You are able to grab the chest and get out of the way, meaning that you will take half damage on this explosion.
Can I ask how much damage I took?
Give me a second. What is your HP, by the way?
10.
Good. You are immediately knocked unconscious, but you are not dead.
Thank God. Alright, so 0 HP.
As this entire section of the boat is destroyed.
Oh, so now we're sinking.
There's also flames. Here, I'll get some of those out. Those are fun.
Oh, just had to make more fun of this.
I regret nothing.
Okay.
Not the dumbest way I've seen someone go out
Twitch
in
What-
the game.
What
In
is
going to
everyone
drown.
else doing?
Lawson is above deck.
I will come to Lawson in just a second, but I do want to know what everyone else has been doing.
Going to
while
drown
this is
in my
happening.
cell.
Wait,
I'm gonna go grab the unconscious guy and try to drag him up top.
okay.
I'm just holding on to the chest the entire time. He broke out. Oh no, he's coming. He's running after us.
She said that she went and got him, so.
No, I was talking about the guy that just got knocked out.
Oh, so you weren't going.
I didn't know someone was still downstairs.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
me and
run
him
down
was
to
both
get
asleep.
Thomas's dead body, and then you realize that
No,
Twitch is still
They're
in his
talking
cell.
about me.
No, I was talking about the guy that just got knocked out.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'll carry
Back in-
Twitch too. I'll be in my Griffin form. I'll have Twitch.
Back in
No,
your
and
cell,
I
Twitch, back in
completely
your cell.
misunderstood.
No, I'll get Twitch too. I would have gotten him
Would
Back in
you?
your cell, Twitch.
before I went upstairs. Yeah.
All right. Twitch is still asleep, I guess, but he's up here with everyone.
She's piggybacking him.
Two
All
people
right.
is just asleep right now. Yeah, totally.
Gideon,
Yeah.
can you help me carry this guy? And is the chest unlocked?
Hetz is like holding it shut within his hands.
He's got a death grip on it.
Is the
Oh,
chest
yeah.
unlocked?
The chest has a latch on it.
Is it locked though?
Do you try the latch?
Sure.
All right. You flip the latch up.
Okay. What's in it?
You hear another twang as you lift the latch.
No, she didn't open it. She just undid the latch.
Inside is a single sword in a scabbard, what seems to be a scroll case and a small pouch.
She will take everything out and then throw the chest over the side of the boat.
All right, you want to like chuck it back through the hole from whence the explosion? Okay.
You will need to rip it out of Hetz's hands.
I'm going to need you
You're
to make a
unconscious.
sleight of hand check to grab everything in time.
Let's go.
That's an 11.
All right, you think that you have time to grab one thing before you want to chuck this this chest.
Can I just pour it over and pour everything out?
Do you want to? That will take more time to do.
If you could do me a favor and not blow
No,
up
like,
the
when
chest on
she-
top of
when
my
she-
body, I appreciate it.
No, like when she opened it, like she undid the latch and she put it on its side.
Yeah, you basically you just opened it and you think that you need to like smack this away as soon as possible. But do you want to take the time to grab everything because you think that
Well,
it'll probably explode in your face?
She can grab two things at once with one hand and then grab the sword with the other.
And then what are you using to move the chest?
She's gonna kick it.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check. And I'm gonna give you disadvantage
Yeah. Hey.
because you're not using your hands
Oh, okay.
because your hands are full.
That's a 4. It did get a nat 20 on the other one.
Still a fool.
All right, you pull the other two things. They were also attached to twine, and as you pull them, the whole thing explodes.
Oh, there goes two of us already.
No, that doesn't actually happen. But as you start like picking up everything, the thing does start to explode, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Over?
Just her.
What smells like chicken?
That is a nat 1. I got 5.
Okay.
I'm not even good rolls.
We had amazing rolls in the beginning.
You are
This is
splashed
where we
in the
get
face
screwed.
with something that blinds you. And you
Yeah,
are
She's just gonna
no.
stand there. She's just gonna stand there like, well, fuck.
There's just kind of a
Just, like,
wet
start wiping her face.
as your face is now covered in a black liquid.
I'm sorry, is this ink?
No,
Did they
it's,
make us?
it's tar.
Oh, even more.
Oh, that's never coming out of the feathers.
Yeah, you're blind permanently.
I may be dead, but get away from me.
You are blind
Does somebody
until
have
you
alcohol?
Yeah, you can take something to try and clean it with.
Does anybody? Can someone find a bottle of alcohol?
Can I,
Hey
can I
Hex,
look
do you
around
wanna
for
do you wanna roll me
anything?
a Constitution saving throw?
Me?
Hex, because he's unconscious and is rolling death saves.
Alright, I got it. Let's see, what
Yeah.
is my con bonus? My con is a... Okay, that's pretty good. Let's roll. That is a 19.
Alright. That's one success. Who wanted to do some checking on his body?
I wanted to check around for like something to clean off me in his face with.
Don't eat me.
Like I said, alcohol.
Not
'cause it's
dead yet.
sticky. Alcohol will
you
get
could
it off.
easily put out the fire on Hex if you wanted to. If you want to look for some alcohol to help clean Mia's face, you can find some alcohol.
Cause like when you get something sticky, like you get sticky like from a sticker or like anything sticky, and you use alcohol and it gets it off.
Tar is a different substance.
It also works on tar.
We're gonna have to use goop.
Actually, give me a perception
turns it
check for
into
looking
oil.
for drinks.
Do what?
Are there no whiskey
for looking for
bottles on this
drinks,
ship?
roll me a perception check.
I think this is
Perception.
one of the only times I've ever gone down in a campaign like this.
Wait a minute. Hey, Gideon, do you have any booze?
If I had booze, it wouldn't be around. Let me look. You said perception?
Yeah.
Perception? That's a 9. Did I find anything with that 9ers?
What'd you get?
A 9.
You can only find cider.
Is it spiked?
When in Rome, and just starts wiping it on her face.
It doesn't do anything other than get whatever cloth you're using stuck to her face.
You should probably
Mina,
look
I
for
love
whiskey.
you. Yeah. Like, damn it, all they got is cider. What kind of pirate ship is this?
Cars.
The kidnapping car.
Zarvak. What is your name? Zarthos. What are you doing?
I'm getting out of there.
Okay.
I'm up top.
Hey,
I'm sitting there going,
Elf
damn
guy.
these people.
Elf guy,
Are
do you know where
really-
any booze is? Because I'm pretty sure they don't know anybody else's names. Unless they introduced themselves while they were captive.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. Did you?
So you're... That's why he's calling you Elf guy, because I don't know if we've introduced ourselves.
No, we haven't. No, I don't have alcohol, but I can definitely. Can I take a look around? You said this is
Yeah.
where the food storage was?
Preferably like whiskey or rum. Something strong so it'll get this off my face.
If you would like to take a look, you may.
There are
Hey,
barrels.
Mina,
I see
you know
barrels.
how, you know
That's
how
a-
they tell you when you get stung by a jellyfish what you're supposed to do? Maybe that'll work?
I don't think peeing on it is gonna help.
Yeah, I got a 9 to search for it.
Yeah, no, you don't find any alcohol other than
I
the
would just
cider.
like to say I was blown up, not stung by a jellyfish, so it will not work on me. It'll please do
I
not
mean,
pee
is-
on me.
it'll get you out of fire.
Is
Please
Twitch
do
still
not
asleep?
pee on me.
Did Twitch
I would
wake up?
rather die, for the love of God.
Did Twitch wake up after the 2 explosions?
He's just still sleeping.
There was a cannonball and then a larger explosion.
I'm just imagining he like grabbed a pillow from the
Mina
bed and
has
he's
him
just
piggybacked
sleeping.
on her back. So
Sounds
the,
like a
the,
night.
I'm
the
sure
tar
you
would
would
have
have
gotten
knocked him
too.
loose
He would
after
have had
the
tar in
incident.
his face.
Sounds like a normal day in Zom. Explosions here, explosions there.
Oh, so it's just white noise to you. I understand.
Ouch.
Man, it's
Alright.
like whales for him.
It's at this point that I would like to go up topside. Because Lawson, you wanted to explore first, correct?
Correct.
Alright. This is the ship in itself. Let me face this way. What would you like to do and where would you like to go? And if you need me to move the camera at all or anything, please let me know.
Any people?
Make a perception check. And what is your stealth currently?
My stealth was 20.
20, that's right. You have very good stealth.
That'll be 10 perception.
Alright, is that lower than your passive?
Yes.
You may use your passive.
Alright, that's 14 then.
Okay. You look around and you do not see anybody. You don't hear anybody. What would you like to do? Your gun is drawn. Your gun is anxious. As if it detects something that you don't.
Lawson is going to just stick to the shadows, continue stealthily exploring.
Where would you like to move?
Towards the steering wheel.
All right. You move up next to these crates, and you can see that they have been busted open and are spilling their contents all across the deck. And you can see that they are growing closer and closer to these pyres, these flame things. And you realize that in only a matter of moments, the entire upper deck will burst into flames. Not an explosion, but will be coated in fire.
Are there any lifeboats?
There are not.
Well, Lawson is just gonna throw all caution to the wind and book it as high up as he possibly can towards the steering wheel.
Okay. As you get up here, you can see that the steering wheel has actually been sundered. It has actually been completely damaged and broken inwards.
Well, crap.
And it's at this point that you probably hear the massive explosion from beneath you, and the deck shudders. And I think this section that's above it kind of sags slightly. And then that's when you hear a kind of whoop, and then a small splish as something falls into the water after the explosion, as if there was a person up here and you just missed them.
Lawson is going to go to the deck and try and look for the person that jumped into the water.
Oh, you're like gonna go to the edge and try and look and see where they landed?
Yep. And I am going to use my egg point here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
That'll be 13 with my modifier, which is actually lower than my passive again, so 14.
Okay, 14 plus an egg point. You look out across the waters and you quickly see the shape of this figure as they dive into the water. And you can see that the majority of their outfit actually seems to be consisting of feathers. And then you think back to all the bodies where people were taking some of their feathers and putting in their clothes. All of those had been stolen. And as this body just sort of splashes into the water, a few of these feathers kind of float up to the surface.
How far away is he from me?
Roughly, I'll say they're about probably 130 feet.
Sweet, I believe that is within my range.
Oh?
It is. Alright. Lawson would like to attack them with Doomgrin, and he is going to use his Nat 20.
Oh. Okay. I see how it is. Go ahead and roll damage.
Execution.
And you roll the damage dice twice on crits.
Right.
But you only add the modifier once.
And I am also going to use Sharpshooter.
Oh, what does Sharpshooter do?
Taking -5 to hits, Nat 20 auto hits, so that's and then if it hits, it does an additional +10.
Let me say this. Nat 20s are not an automatic hit. They are crits. So, what is your modifier? What did you get with your 20 plus?
With Sharpshooter, that'll be a 22 to hit.
Okay, so you're going to take a -8 to that?
Normally it would be 27 to hit, but I took a -5 to that with sharpshooter, so total of 22.
Oh,
to
okay.
hit.
Sorry, you already did the math, so it is a 22.
Correct.
Understood. Okay, yes, that will still hit.
All right.
I'm back.
Just a specific thing that I do. Crits are not automatic fails and successes. I will just do extra things for them, but specifically for attacks, you do double damage. What did you get for damage?
22.
22 damage?
Yep.
Okay. You watch as this figure goes into the water, and as they're starting to like resurface, the second their head like pops through the water, you blast a hole through it, and they stop moving. Water starts to seep into the hole that you made in their head, and it fills up, and they just slowly go back down into the water.
I think I might have just one-shot them.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Well.
Bird, buddy.
That definitely took care of him.
I avenged Thomas.
You sure did.
Nobody knew what hit him.
I assume this is sort of when Zarthos comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you come up, you can see that Anasha is standing over here and has found Daniel's body.
Ooh, fun.
And Daniel is also dead, but put up a bit more of a fight than anybody else.
Okay.
Hey Hex, you want to roll me another death save?
I don't wanna, but sure.
Do it.
Do the roll.
He's snoozing next to your.
That's
your rat buddy.
14.
All right, that's another success. Does anyone want to try and stabilize him?
I'll give it a go.
No, probably big dad. I'll do it.
All right, it's just a medicine check.
Medicine?
If you get a nat 1 and kill me, I swear to God.
Nope, I got a 16.
Okay. You look over his body and you are able to stabilize him at 0 HP.
Haha. He lives.
Do I awaken or am I still stabilized?
You are stabilized at 0 hit points. You are no longer making saves, but you are not conscious. You are still unconscious.
Do I have any band-aids?
Anyone want to, wake me up?
Only the Hello Kitty band-aid.
Does anyone have any sort of healing salves or anything?
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who can heal.
I think so too.
I've been dragging his body around.
Now you're dragging 2 unconscious boys.
Going up slow.
Can I try to do something that's physically impossible and just cast it on myself somehow?
How many points do you have left?
What do you mean?
Like how many are you able to do?
I can do 1 full long rest, and I took a long rest.
You know what? Wait, I got cure wounds. I forgot about that.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there we go. Let me go ahead. Cast what did I get? I got 11.
Oh, he's back up to full.
There you go. I was remembering that. I was like, wait, I think I have something.
You wouldn't. Oh, want to hear?
Hetza
He's
sits
waking
up and looks around. What's going on here?
When she hears you, she's gonna hold out the stuff that she got out of the chest for him.
What's this? And he's gonna grab
And
it.
then
What was in the chest
Oh,
that you were holding on to so tightly
Thank
that
you.
you got blown
where
up
is
for?
it?
She's gonna gesture to the tar on her face. We're trying to find alcohol to clean this up, and
Oh.
I tried to kick it over the edge.
Here, allow
Keyword
me.
being
And
tried.
Hetz is gonna decide to do something.
Uh-huh.
Hetz is gonna pull out one of the arrows.
Okay.
He's gonna walk up to the fire.
one.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Hetz is
Permanent
gonna stick
blind.
the arrow into the fire.
You don't have to use a piece of... You don't have to use an arrow. There's just, like, burning embers on, like, shrapnel of wood nearby if you just want to pick up some of that.
I'm better with arrows.
Alright, use an arrow.
And then I'm gonna slowly...
Again,
inch
you will
it-
have to use either the shaft or the wings, because using the tip is not flammable.
I'm using the wings.
Okay.
And I'm going to be moving it slowly
Gideon?
towards their face.
Gideon, if you trust them, because you're the one who can see.
Hold on a second. She's very flammable. I hope you understand that. She got feathers and everything.
Hetz is like slowly gonna turn at him and then motion towards his own wings. I think I understand.
Yeah, but that's a real delicate part of the body you're looking to touch with fires, and she's covered in flammable stuff.
Hetz is
How
gonna
about we-
continue.
At this point,
Can I
it's supposed to
just-
wake up.
Give a good flap of my wings and try to blow it out before it even gets near her.
Sure.
What is that even gonna be?
Just makes it bigger.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check.
You accidentally push it onto him.
Oh, I swear to God, please. Dice gods, do me right here. Acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
Rebirth and the flame of love.
Oh, dear Jesus, that's a 10.
You flap your wings and
Okay,
all of
Tor.
the embers around here start to grow brighter and warmer.
Okay, bad idea. Just tuck swings back. Bad
Hetz is
idea.
gonna look at him.
You neither
just let me
inflame
decide.
anything nor put anything out.
Good.
And Hetz is
Okay.
gonna go back to doing it.
Alright, Hex, you place the lit torch against her face.
Dodge!
Are you just pressing it up against her, or are you performing any sort of dexterous maneuver?
Just
I'm pretty much assigned to get it to where it was like slowly come off. I'm not saying like to stab
Oh,
it
you're trying
onto
to
her so
melt
it
it.
bones her.
I
Exactly.
need you to describe exactly what you're doing and make some sort of skill check. Otherwise, you are just going to set her on fire.
no
Hetz is pretty
gray
much
area.
slowly putting it towards her face and like slowly trying to melt the toll that's on her without accidentally just, you know, stabbing her in the face with a burning arrow.
Alright. Alright. You know what? Make a medicine check.
Oh god!
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got a +2 to that. I should be fine.
Fail.
18!
Fail. Freak.
Say,
Is that good enough, Sparrow?
You are able to soften it enough that she can open her eyes, but it is still on her. You have not removed it from her. She is no longer blinded. That is what I will give you. You just kind of hold it
Killing
close,
us
but not
still.
too close.
I'm trying to be careful here because she did kind of get the items.
Kinda. I did get them.
You got half of them.
You almost
No, I got
messed it up.
everything
though.
out.
There, you should be able to see now.
I think it's at this moment that you guys hear the sound of a BFG firing.
Just a regular pistol.
You hear like a boom, and then a splash. And I think
Oh,
you
by the
guys
way,
see
Hasbro
through
put
the
the-
hole that there's like a laser shot that fire, like a streaking arch of magical energy shoots through the air and snipes a body out of the water.
How big is the hole compared to us?
Well, I don't know. How big is a fireball, typically?
20
Oh, I
feet,
see.
A cubic ball.
You are so lucky, by the way.
It's like 20-foot spear.
Mhm.
Make no mistake, Spell, I should have died right. That should have been me.
You're glad that I like you. I gave you resistance, or I made you take half damage because you got far enough away.
Thank God.
I should have made that thing blow up in your face.
Isn't
Hey guys, I think I bang. I'm dead. That's it.
Just so you know, if it had done enough damage to do more than half your health in addition to your entire health, you would have been straight dead. Like no death saves, like completely
Oh
dead
yeah, I
character.
know. I would have fucking Ash at that point.
Mm-hmm. This is why you check for traps, folks. To be
Yeah,
perfectly
I've
honest,
learned
I
my
think
fucking
this is the first trap in my games that you've ever encountered.
I will be right back.
Normally, I just avoid everything you throw at me.
Are you? No, you poke your nose in everything.
Yes, but I normally don't get hit with any of his saps.
Is Twitch still sleeping?
no, the smoke would eventually irritate his nose.
He can smell the burnt body, and he's all like, food?
Do you guys want to go investigate the sounds upstairs?
I'm gonna fly out the hole and go investigate the dead body that's slowly
Yeah,
sinking into the ocean.
I would like to go upstairs. To
Oh,
find
also, I'm
more.
gonna put away the two items that she got from the test. I'll investigate them after we're done.
Yeah, Contra will go up there, but like not through the stair, just like through the hole.
Okay, so you want to try and climb up the side? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Alright, make me an athletics check. Actually, this would be acrobatics.
It's called the racial thing. Make a check. Just from not my normal. Right. Acrobatics.
Yeah, you're just like climbing up through this this hole. And there'd be more of this missing. A what? Sorry, what did you get? I didn't quite hear that.
14.
14. Okay, you start climbing up and you get about halfway, where you kind of just shimmy along the side, and now you kind of have to go up. Or I guess you tell me which direction you kind of want to go.
To the side, to like climb up on the cannon.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of get up onto the cannon. That's where you are at the moment. If you want, you can make another check to get all the way up. What is everyone else doing?
What is the
I'm on top deck,
lady
right?
doing?
Yeah, you have flown up along the backside.
Yeah. And
18.
Wait, isn't that me?
So we keep hearing the BFG go off, right?
No, that was just the one time. Yeah,
Oh, the one
you're
time,
able to get up, just climbing.
Okay, I'm back again.
Welcome back.
What is the lady doing?
I assume she also flew up.
Oh no, Anosha.
Yeah, I could be fine. I have Twitch on my back.
No, I would have gone off.
Oh, you picked him back up.
Weren't you asleep?
No, I woke up.
Oh, okay.
Now that our potential killer is gone, Lawson is going to investigate the captain's quarters real quick.
The captain's quarters exploded and fell into the sea below.
Oh,
You're
Are
welcome.
there lifeboats?
There are not.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, you open this door and this is what you see. It's just like,
Huh. Something's missing.
yeah.
Very
You
spacious
see
in
like
here,
the
you
door
know?
to the balcony beyond, but yeah, like everything is falling through.
in that case, Lawson is going
At
to
least
go
that
to
painting is still staying.
the lady who we were
That
locked up
painting
with
is worth
and-
1,000 gold pieces.
We gotta go.
Damn it, I need to blow it up too.
Lawson
It-
is going to go
It's
to
currently
the
on
lady.
fire, and you don't have time to get any of the flying people to come get it, but you could climb over there and grab it if you want. Can I
Probably gonna
entice
be
you
damaged,
to risk your life to go get it?
That's 1,000 gold pieces.
Do it.
And all the gold in the world won't mean anything if we're all dead in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, we took it
Well,
to
it
the
would,
afterlife.
it would really only be you.
All right. He lets the 1,000 gold pieces burn.
Alright, can I
Lawson-
go up see if I could get that dead body out from the ocean? Or is it sunk too fast?
It is sunk too fast, and if you go into the water, you will be unable to fly.
Yeah, I'm not going into the water like that.
Okay.
Lawson is going to the NPC lady who we were locked up with and going to ask her what we should do.
I'm gonna land over by the steering wheel.
Okay. As I said, the steering wheel is damaged.
Has
Beyond
anyone
repair.
seen Dylan?
She doesn't really say anything to you. Actually, I think she says, this was an ill omen.
Kind of obvious it's an ill omen after all the death.
She shakes your head, or she shakes her head, excuse me, and she looks at you. And then she points towards the land. But also, as you are seeing this this landscape come into view, you can see that there is another ship that is also coming up, and you can see that they are readying to man the cannons, and they
The
are
ballista.
getting ready to attack.
Lawson is going to say, Lawson is going to swear loudly and then go downstairs and aim a cannon at it, right? And then fire a cannon at it.
You begin to go downstairs, and you can see that there's water bubbling up from the bottom deck where you guys were in cages.
Whoa. Double crack.
And I think this is the best time to call the session, because it is getting kind of late. And we'll pick it up next week with our first combat.